All I know is that it looks incredible. Thank you, Belgium. The people mover is an attraction there. That's really clever. Hi everyone, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I am in Dubai at the Expo 2020. Ironically, it's actually 2022 today, well right now, 5th of January 2022. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's a huge expo and there's loads to see. Apparently one day is not enough. We do have a one-day ticket, so I'm going to show you as much as I can on this day. But yeah, come along on the journey. So we've just come through to the main area from those little entrances over there. You do have to be either fully vaccinated or have a negative PCR test to be able to come to the expo, and they're very strict about that. There's also very strict security, which I appreciate. And then this is the first thing you see. There's so many different pavilions as far as I'm aware, so many different countries. Saudi Arabia is meant to be the biggest pavilion. Again, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have the time to check out every single pavilion, but I'm looking forward to trying out at least the most popular ones, hopefully. Also, very quickly, my ticket was 95 dirhams, which is roughly, I want to say 20 pounds, which is probably about $25. But if you're above 60 or under 18, you can come for free. You do have this huge map at the entrance as well, which just shows you the size of this expo. There are so many different areas to go. I love the blue one. Obviously I'm gravitated naturally to the color blue, but I think we should be at the center right now. I would imagine that's where we've just come from. So yeah, this main dome over here is meant to be the centerpiece. So I've just got myself a little passport from that merchandise stand over there, which is right at the entrance. And I think what you need to do with the passport is that you can basically get a stamp at all the pavilions that you visit, which is definitely a fun thing to do. Because I've only just arrived and I'm completely new to this expo, and there's already a pavilion here behind me, the Chile pavilion, I thought let's go inside this one and just check it out. Chile has some penguins in front of it, which is very cute. Now I don't even really know how to get in there, to be honest. I'm very new to this, as I said, so we're learning together, but it's an exciting time. So I'm in the Chile pavilion now, and there's loads to read and see. This is about sustainability, which is obviously very good. And then I think as you go on, there are some photos. I mean, Chile looks beautiful, definitely somewhere that I would love to travel to one day. And then they also have this board all about the foods of Chile, which is one of my favorite things, of course, food. I always love food. But yeah, it's interesting to see what kind of foods or fruits are kind of, I guess, related to Chile. Right, it is time to stamp our very first pavilion or country with a Chile one in this passport. You do also have a little place to put your names and everything, so I need to fill this in later on. There you go, our first one, Chile. Interestingly, the pavilion right after Chile is Iran over here. Now if you're new to my channel, you may not know this about me, but I'm actually part Iranian, so Iran does mean a lot to me, and I have family in Iran. I've got Iranian family, so this is going to be very special, hopefully. It's weirdly so cool to be seeing the Iranian flag over there. I've not been to Iran in so many years, so yeah, it's just a bit weird actually. There's a little screen at the front as well that shows you some of the sights of Iran. Iran is a beautiful country. It's a big country as well. A lot of people don't realize this, but it's a pretty big country. I think that might be the entrance over there. Well, of course it is, because there's a little sign that says the entrance is here. There you go, the Iran Pavilion. The one thing I definitely did not expect about today is to already be feeling quite emotional. And I mean, I only just arrived at the expo like 20 minutes ago. So there's a board here with some information about Iran, and the weird thing is that I can obviously read all of this. I mean, I suppose it's not too weird because I am Iranian, as I said, but normally I would obviously be reading the English version. But with the Iran Pavilion, we can just start from here. If you would like to hear me speak a bit of Iranian, there you go. شهرزاد زمین‌بازی را از وضعیت جامد و قوام یافته و قطعی به شرایطی سیال و غیر قطعی و با I think that might be enough Iranian for today. Okay, we've just come into the pavilion now, and yeah, there it is. Quite small actually. I think I expected it to be a bit bigger. And then this next section over here, as far as I can tell, is all about Persian carpets, which, as most people know, is a very big thing in Iran. It's so interesting to me seeing people get excited about Persian carpets. I mean, don't get me wrong, Persian carpets are beautiful, but for me it's something that I've just grown up all around me, because every single Iranian household has more than one Persian carpet in it. I wonder what's going on in this place. I mean, that's the Iran what's the word I'm looking for, map over here. So some of the pavilions also have a little cafe or restaurant. Iran is one of them, which is very cute. I mean, Iranian food is amazing. If you're watching my videos and you've never tried Iranian food, I'd highly recommend you try it. Some of my favorite Iranian dishes would be Bouja kebab is obviously very, very good. The dish kuluba mork is like probably my favorite Iranian dish ever. It's literally just like chicken and rice, but done in such a phenomenal way with like saffron rice, and oh my god, it is so, so tasty. If you don't believe me, literally ask any of my friends, any of my non-Iranian friends who've tried it, because every time any of my English or I don't know, any other nationality friends try an Iranian dish, especially the kuluba mork, the chicken, they all say it's amazing. And we've got our second stamp, which is of course the Iran Pavilion, and I did actually tell the staff member to put it on the first page for me because, you know, Iran is important to me and I wanted it to be on the very, very first page. Also, shout out to the staff member as well. I didn't get his name, but he was obviously Iranian, so we actually spoke in Persian, and I think this whole vibe of the expo is reminding me a little bit of Epcot in Walt Disney World already. Sorry to be comparing everything to Disney, but you know, Epcot with its pavilions, and every pavilion you go to, you have staff members or cast members in that case that are from that country. I always wished that, you know, Epcot would have an Iran pavilion. Never going to happen for political reasons, sadly. So to kind of experience something tiny bit similar to that today, and to kind of have my country represented in this way was very, very cool. We have just quickly stopped for a bit of food, and I think this is meant to be some garlic bread with cheese. It smells delicious. Apparently everyone is getting this at the moment, and the reason we got it as well is because we could smell it everywhere, so we thought we'd try it. Let's have a bite. This is incredible. So that food was incredible. We are now off to the next pavilion, which, as you might be able to see behind me, is France. The funny thing is, France might be my most visited country. So basically the country that I've been to the most that I've not actually lived in, whereas I've been to obviously loads of other countries as well, but you know, Austria is probably technically the country that I've visited the most, but I also used to live there, so that makes more sense. There's a little creperie over here. Hello, how are you? They serve crepes, croissants, baguettes, so many cute things. We've got Lacoste over there as well. Oh, I love France, and shout out to all my French viewers. I know there's quite a few of you now. Okay, so the France Pavilion, at first glance, looks to be quite big and almost like a museum, the way they've set it up. One of the themes of the expo is mobility, and there's loads of information about mobility in different countries and the history of it as well. I wonder what's going on in here. This looks very inviting. I mean, there's a little mirror here, and then this beautiful scenery here. I have no idea what's going on here. Are we turning? Oh, I see what's happening. The screens are moving, so it feels like you're moving, but you're not actually moving. This is low-key quite relaxing. Just chilling here, looking at the scenery around. It's a very, very interesting sensation. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this before. I know it's a very simple thing, but with all the screens around you and the mirrors, very cool. Oh wow, okay. A boat museum over here, Bateau Musée, it would be the name in French, and I guess you can see some of the museum here, or some of the things that they have at the museum. What's going on here? Galaxie du Futur, Galaxy of the Future. Oh wow, this is actually very, very cute. So The Little Prince is one of my favorite childhood books, and this area here kind of teaches you about the planet and, you know, the world through the Little Prince as your guide. And there he is himself. Oh, this brings me back so many cute nostalgic memories. This is basically how they're telling you the story, and one side is in French. They also do have some English on top of the French, and then on the other side, of course, is in Arabic, because we are in Dubai. And then right next to it, there's a table with the stamps for our passport. Oh no, I did it the other way around. Oh well, that was France, I guess. So the Nepal Pavilion here doesn't really have much of a queue to go in, so we're gonna go and have a look at this one next. Well, on first impressions, the Nepal Pavilion looks beautiful. I mean, look at all this, and all of these incredible musical instruments. I honestly don't even know the names of these, but they look so interesting. I have to be honest, Nepal has never really been on my top countries that I want to travel to, but just stepping into this pavilion right now has really got me intrigued about the country and the culture. This is a big, big gold-plated mandala, a two-dimensional circular diagram representing universe in Hindu and Buddhist symbolism. And look how big it is. They also have a really cool gift shop area. All the pavilions have gift shops, by the way, but the Nepal one over here sells some pretty beautiful things, like this bag with this incredible design from the Nepali masala tea, it says on it. Oh, I get it. This is actually tea that comes in this beautiful bag. Now, I don't drink tea. I don't really like tea, but this is beautiful, and 25 dirhams as well, if you're wondering. Also, those dolls up here as well Look at their outfits, their costumes that they're wearing. Stunning. Yeah, I have to say, this pavilion so far has been my favourite. Even better than Iran. To be honest, I was actually kind of disappointed with the Iran pavilion. I feel like they could have done so much more with it. But Nepal's pavilion has blown me away with just all the colours they've got, all the like beautiful, you know, just this. Tapestries everywhere, just everything. And I now really want to go to Nepal one day, so let me know in the comments down below if you've ever been to Nepal, if you want to go. Just let me know some information about it, because it's definitely now somewhere that I would love to travel to one day. And it's time for the stamp. There you go, this is what the Nepal stamp looks like. Namaste. Next pavilion is Poland, and I really like the exterior of it already. Never been to Poland, but it's a bit closer to me than Nepal is, so let's go and see what they've got. One thing it's definitely got is mountains, as you can see here very clearly. Hello, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. So the first thing we're faced with once we come into the Poland pavilion is this, which is basically quite a lot of wood. And initially I was very confused by it. I mean, it's beautiful, but I didn't really understand what was going on. And then I read this. So, Poland, a home for creativity. The experience of the Polish table. In Polish culture, the table is a true social experience, welcoming, plentiful with shared stories, a focal point of our renowned hospitality. And then over here is what's the interesting part. So the table is composed of over 120 modules constructed from locally sourced ash wood. Each of them depicts a different geographical region of Poland. I did not know that, but this is so cool. And I mean, look at that. These are so beautiful. Just the different types of woods that have come from different parts of Poland. Oh, what is this? I now want to really go to Poland as well. I'm going to go up the stairs now. This is the first pavilion I've been to that actually has another level. By the way, if you have mobility issues, they do also have some lifts or elevators, so you don't have to take the stairs if you don't want to. Big shout out to that lovely staff member over there. Everyone is so lovely and friendly here. Anyway, so this section here is basically a little exhibition about some of the products that they use in Poland. Apparently they're very good with natural care and just beauty products. Also, this I wanted to show you, I've already seen it. Wasl, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but timeless Polish furniture designs from the 1950s, now commercially manufactured at top quality and available to customers. And this is obviously the miniature version of them. And of course, this is the beautiful exterior that we saw earlier from the outside. And now we're seeing it from the inside. What's your lovely name?
I'm Patricia. Hi,
nice
welcome to the Polish Pavilion. I'm so happy to be here with you guys here. Yeah, and here we are at the expo and our exhibition about Rzewuski, which was Polish traveler in Arabic countries, and he brought so good knowledge about Arabic countries and customs and tradition in Poland. So we are so happy that we can present this exhibition here for you.
And we've got two more stamps. One is the Poland stamp over here, and also they also gave me an EU one, European Union member, just because obviously Poland is a part of the EU, and once upon a time the UK was as well, sadly no longer. Also, now that I've learnt that Poland is famous for a lot of its woods that comes from their mountains and stuff, there's also this little playground area just outside the pavilion, because they make a lot of wooden toys in Poland, which I think is really cool. Right, so the next pavilion that I would like to check out is a Thailand pavilion over here. It looks to be quite a big one, and there does seem to be a queue in front of it. Now, I'm not sure if the queue is just to go into the pavilion or if it's because of this performance, because there looks to be a performance going on here as well. I think it might be for performance, hopefully. Although it's 2:30 right now and the next performance is at 4 p.m. I kind of can't imagine people queuing up so early for a performance that's not starting for another half an hour or an hour and a half. How cute are those two little figures in front of the pavilion as well? Adorable. I think sadly this queue might just be to go into the pavilion, and I feel like it's probably going to get busier as the day goes on, because it's a weekday, it's 2:30 p.m. Obviously at the moment people are at work, but I think in the evening it's going to get busier, so I'm just going to do it. So the queue might have looked long, and it definitely was quite long, but it's moving quite quickly, so I imagine hopefully it won't be longer than 5-10 minutes. Okay, well, as predicted, it took about 15 minutes to actually get into the thing.
Alright, I will proceed you to the next hall now, and other international traders work together in the present. So,
thank you very much.
Okay.
Right, so this is more of a toilet pavilion. Oh wow. This, I did definitely not expect this, but this is reminding me a bit of Soarin', just the vibe of this. Right, let's go and find a seat. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, so excuse my overwhelmness, please. so cool. I'm going to talk about it a bit more when I get out. There's one more section to go to, I think, but I really enjoyed that.
If you're ready, let's go! Here's our destination, Thailand!
So that was cool. We are now going to, I believe, what is the last section of the Thailand Pavilion, and it's got something to do with mobility. I don't really know.
Let's start the show.
Let's look at some stories of foreigners who stayed.
I'm here because of Muay Thai.
Just as excited about the spicy, the balance, and the diversity of Thai food.
Goodbye.
Thank you, bye-bye. So I understand why the last section was called something mobility, because it was all about different people around the world who have moved to Thailand, and obviously moving, mobility, they decided to stay in Thailand instead of living in their actual countries. Oh my gosh, something smells amazing, and I think it might be this Thai restaurant over here. Oh, the smell, I wish you could smell it with me right now, because I obviously only just ate that cheesy garlic bread, and so I'm not really hungry, but the smell of this, phenomenal. Another stamp added to our passport here for Thailand. I really enjoyed that pavilion actually. It was quite different to the other ones that I've been to so far, and I understand now why it has this long queue, because you can't just walk around freely in there. As you saw, there were a couple of shows that you kind of had to be there for. The first show was my favorite, and I say show, basically it was like this screen, as you would have seen some parts of it, and like a waterfall thing, and it just showed you the nature of Thailand, and you could smell things as well. It almost reminded me a little bit of Flight of Passage in Animal Kingdom, and again, sorry that I compare loads of things to Disney. I am a big Disney fan at the end of the day, what can I say? But that was really, really cool. Like, it really transported me to another world in a way. It was very, very relaxing. Really enjoyed that. It was about 4 minutes long. Then the next couple of sections wasn't the biggest fan of, but it was still cool. It was very accessible, the way they taught things to you about their country, Thailand. But I personally, apart from that first thing that I really enjoyed, I think I prefer going like and seeing it, looking at things myself. I feel like that last section especially was very tourism heavy. Like, they tried their best to be like, come to Thailand, it's the best country ever, look at all the people who've moved to Thailand. So I wasn't the biggest fan of that part, but I enjoyed the difference of it. I enjoyed that it was a bit different, and that first section especially, as I said, was incredible. Okay, the next pavilion is Belgium. Already just at the entrance of the Belgium pavilion, they have these cool little sections, photo opportunities, where you can become an astronaut and also read a bit of information about it as well. They also were giving out these free little biscuits, which I'm going to try out later. But yeah, this is a cool entrance. Loads of interesting characters to go past. Obviously, unfortunately, I don't have the time to look at every single thing, but there you go, overcoming all obstacles. Mark Hermans over here, and you can see some videos of him as well. And we have finally come inside, and it says up to the future. Oh, I didn't expect an escalator here. Let's go. Right, we are at the top now. I think, yes, this is it. And honestly, how cool is this? I am so overwhelmed. There's so much to do here in all the pavilions, honestly, and there are so many pavilions that I just don't know what to do. It looks quite busy here, so I wonder what's going on over here. I think this is basically a VR situation, so that's why there's people crowded around it. So obviously you have to queue if you want to try out that. This is also cool, shaping the future of cycling. I know that Belgium are very big into cycling and biking. There's a little section here that is about designing a smarter city. There's a little map here as well, so you can see exactly how they're trying to change the design of the city. I'm loving all these walls, the cartoony walls. Brussels, a lovely city that I've been to in Belgium once a few years ago and really enjoyed. There's this little thing here that says take a look inside, so I wonder what happens. I'm going to try and show you. Ooh, I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So there's a little screen section here, which I'm going to enter. Ooh, wow, I'm loving the use of screens in quite a lot of videos here. Very interesting. So it says here, step in and watch our vision come to life. Planners and innovation drivers from all over Belgium have come together to sketch their vision for smart green Belgium by 2050. Honestly, this is really, really cool. And I hope that the plans, come together and they do manage to do what they have hoped to do, because trying to make the world greener is always good, and we can all do our little bits, little bits and bobs. Look at this little guy over here, so cute. And yeah, by the looks of it, everything seems to look much greener already. This is a very, very cool film. I do honestly wish that I had more time. I feel like you can't, I don't think you can do the expo in one day. I mean, you can, but you can't go to every single pavilion and spend like a long time in all of them if you only have one day here. But what you can do is get a stamp whenever you visit a pavilion here. And also, the Belgian chocolate shop here looks very exciting. Did you know, fun fact about me, that Guylian chocolate is like one of my absolute favorite chocolates in the world? Particularly, oh, I've never seen these ones before. Vanilla ones. This is a unique one, but yeah, the Belgian basically Guylian seashells, and I think everyone knows of them because they're quite famous. They are some of my absolute favorite chocolates. Oh my god, look at that. When I visited Brussels with my mom back in I think 2014, we bought quite a lot of chocolates from Belgium, from Brussels. Amazing, thank you very much. Thank you. So I didn't get any of my favorite chocolates today, but I did get myself some fries with loads of Belgian mayo on it as well. I cannot wait to eat this. Thank you, Belgium, for some of the best fries ever. Guys, look what I've just found. There's a sign here for the People Mover. Now, if you're familiar with Walt Disney World, especially Magic Kingdom, the People Mover is an attraction there. I'm not quite sure what it is here. I'm presuming it's something similar to the People Mover in Magic Kingdom that just moves people. But it just made me laugh seeing that sign over there. Anyway, enough Disney comparisons. The next pavilion we're going into is this one over here, Republic of Korea. So this is the other side of the Korean pavilion, and it looks awesome. However, sadly, there is a sign over here that says Korea Pavilion is closed. I'm not really sure why. I think it might be because of COVID, because in the past week or so, I think the UAE has decided to just be a bit more careful in some of the... I don't know if you just saw those planes up there. Yeah, because of, you know, rising cases all around the world, they've decided to be a bit more careful with maybe some of the more, I guess, crowded pavilions. Obviously, I've not been into this one, so I'm not sure what this one would have been like. But my assumption is that maybe inside this pavilion would have been very, very busy and crowded, and maybe because of that, they decided to close it for now for safety reasons. But let me know in the comments down below if you know the exact reason why. Quite sad though. This place, this whole expo, is absolutely huge, by the way. In case you couldn't tell, I just finally ended up downloading the app. There's an official app for the expo, and there's different sections. So as I said, the themes of the expo are sustainability, mobility, and I want to say opportunity. And we've only covered some of the mobility areas. The mobility areas are blue, so as you can see the pavilion size, you can kind of see every pavilion that we've been to so far, because we're in the mobility area, has had a blue logo, like the little names of it in front of them. And so yeah, quite a lot more to explore. If you're coming here with kids, there are loads of fun areas for kids to enjoy as well, like that carousel over there, which is a free carousel as far as I've heard. And then look at the ceiling up there, the little birds. Very cute. So yeah, that's what I was talking about, these little blue flags for every pavilion so far. It's because we're in the mobility area. And I think our next pavilion is going to be this one over here, which is Jamaica. I also love that they have these recycling bins here at the expo, because being completely honest, I haven't seen very many recycling bins around Dubai so far. But at least here, they do tend to take it seriously, but it makes sense because this whole expo, as I said, one of its themes is sustainability. Anyway, I am now looking for the Jamaica pavilion because I have heard really good things about this pavilion, and I found that Jamaica is over here. Just need to find the entrance now.
Let us know if you have questions.
Of course, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Already, I can tell why Jamaica is one of the more popular pavilions here. There are these little rooms. Ooh. That's going on here. Sports. Netball, football, swimming, cricket, some of the popular sports in Jamaica. I'm also enjoying the music they've got going on here and the art everywhere. So this is important milestones, I guess, of the country. From 1494, Christopher Columbus arrives in Jamaica, and then we go all the way. Oh, there you go, abolition of slavery, August 1st, marked as Emancipation Day, 1834. And then we keep going here. What's going on here? Nelson Mandela visits Jamaica in 1998, and then let's see, it gets all the way to 2018, which is when reggae music declared intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO. I just love all the colours here. It feels like a very colourful place to be. And when I say colourful, I don't just mean visually, because of course this place is visually stunning, but also just like emotionally. The music is beautiful. The staff members here have been phenomenal. Oh, I'm seeing some instruments here again, so let's see. Legendary guitars. I mean, awesome. This looks magnificent, really cool looking guitar. Here's a beautiful photo of Bob Marley, 1945 to 1981. And then I think you might be able to listen to some different kinds of music here, from rock to reggae to dancehall, and you can see people just enjoying it over there. This place is really, really cool, really immersive, and I want to visit Jamaica now, like I really, really do. So one cool thing that I've just been told inside this pavilion is that if you scan that little thing over there, once you're here, you basically download this app, and it's like VR, so you can go to different places in the world. We are going to try potentially maybe the Cliff Hotel. Ah, cool. There you go. So literally a door popped up, and I'm no longer in Dubai at the Expo. I'm literally at a hotel, at the Cliff Hotel. This is awesome. This is just like an extra bonus to make this pavilion even more fun. And basically, this is what I did. So I don't think it's going to work if you're not in the pavilion. But if you tap there, if you scan the app, then you can choose exactly where you want to go to, and just have a little journey through here. Got my Jamaica stamp. This is getting quite full now. Also, the very kind staff member there gave me some freebies, so we're going to have a look at that as well. Right, let's quickly have a look at what the lovely staff member from the Jamaica Pavilion gave me in this goodie bag. And very, very kind. So we've got this beautiful pen, or pencil, sorry. I love that. Really, really cool. We've got a bracelet with the colours of the flag of Jamaica. I'm definitely going to wear this. Really nice. We have got, I think this might be a t-shirt. Oh, cool. Just a little t-shirt, white t-shirt with Jamaica on it. And then we've also got a little keyring. So there you go. This just says Jamaica on it. Jamaica. And ooh, okay. This is rosemary and mint. And it's a candle. That's nice. Definitely gonna light this up. So I didn't get the name of the staff member who kindly gave me this. I think they basically realized that I was a vlogger and enjoyed my channel. They checked out my channel, they asked about my channel, and then they were like, can we please give this to you? Very, very kind. Really enjoyed Jamaica Pavilion as well. Definitely one of the better ones. I mean, all of them have been really, really cool, but I like the vibe of this pavilion. And as I said, Jamaica therefore added to one of the places I would love to go to before I die. This pavilion here is Mauritania, and I'm enjoying these camels at the entrance. So there you go. In case you go to see again, these are blue because we're in the mobility section, and I think every pavilion that is in this section mainly focuses on mobility. Obviously that would make sense. Now I don't really know much about this country, to be honest, so very interested. It smells lovely in here. This is the script, or at least the olden script that they would have used here. And then over here you can see some of their traditional outfits, as well as some, again, really cool looking musical instruments. Mauritanian Arden harp. There's a harp over here. I'm loving the designs on them. This is just beautiful. Game for men. I love that it's apparently meant to be just for men. But there you go. I guess like a very old school, beautifully designed board game. Sadly just for men though, apparently. Well, there you go. Another stamp. Mauritania. And it was really interesting actually, because they speak French, at least French in some areas of this country. I spoke French to some of the staff members there, and I just did not even expect it. I love learning about different countries and like their cultures and what languages they speak as well. We also decided to come into the Niger Pavilion very, very quickly, because again, another beautiful country that I've never been to but would very much like to visit one day. And again, their pavilion, not the biggest, but it looks a bit like a museum. I guess that's kind of the whole point of the expo though. So this whole area is just designed so beautifully. I mean, this whole expo, honestly, from what I've seen so far. This is a Jordan pavilion. Would love to visit, but sadly just don't have time. There are so many pavilions that I'm unfortunately going to have to miss out on, at least today. I might come back another day and check out the ones that I'm not able to do today. It looks like just outside the Paraguay Pavilion over here, they're setting up a little stage for a band performance maybe, or maybe they've already done it. Not quite sure. We are now going to go into the Algeria Pavilion, and again, love the exterior of it. Here we've got a little sign that says Algeria, another cradle of humanity, and shows the timeline of mobility throughout the years from 2.4 million years ago Oh, look at that. Creation of Algerian rock art, which I'm presuming is kind of what this looks like here. There's a little sign that says Algeria Connected. And it talks about the connections of Algeria to the world. Algeria connects to the world. And some information here again. Also, this is another interactive one. So there was a sign earlier that said if you use your mobile phone, you can kind of interact with all the screens here, which is cool. But yeah, quite a big pavilion again. Again, these countries are countries I really don't know much about, and I wish I did. I really wish I was more well informed about the world. I try and travel as much as I can, but there are still so many countries that I haven't seen yet. Ooh, they've got another one of these little screen things over here where you can just, I guess it's not as organised as the Thailand one. You can just kind of come here whenever you want and watch the screen.
Here, I want to learn and to achieve my future goals.
But for now, the stamp will have to do. There you go. Next stop, Finland. Let's go in. Ooh, love the sky. There's a huge mirror here, just as you keep going. This is a very spacious entrance. Oh, I love this. This is all about making life accessible and also sustainable nuclear energy as well. You can see some of the nuclear solutions that they've used, energy solutions that they've used, as it says over here, to try and make things just a little bit more sustainable and better in the world. To be honest, this just feels like a very technologically advanced place right now in terms of how they've laid out their pavilion. All the colors everywhere, like the gadget vibes, opening doors to future careers, it says over there. 220 years of innovative and sustainable solutions. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, the missing link. Let's have a read. The circular economy offers a multitude of opportunities to live a more sustainable life and reduce your carbon footprint. So there you go. How awesome is this? A fact that I definitely did not know, but I absolutely love. So it says Finnish social security system offers every new mother a maternity package. The range of 50 items remains largely the same, but colors and patterns change yearly. And they've kind of displayed some of the clothes, some of the baby clothes that they offer for free to new mothers. And I just absolutely love that. That is an awesome thing. Well done, Finland. And a new stamp. Thank you, Finland. I'm loving the entrance to Syria. Very cute with the little red heart shape. How cool is that? So it's talking about the first alphabet, and it says, how old do you know your alphabet? We invite you to see a replica of the first written alphabet discovered in Syria, dating back to 1400 BC. Oh my God. And I think, there you go. You've got some of them here and some information about it as well over here. This is really cool. I wonder what this is. What is this?
This is the oldest alphabet in the world.
Okay.
In north of Syrian kingdom called Ugarit.
Right.
Before 1400 BC.
Incredible. And this is where they found it. Yeah. Wow.
And they're on it 30 letters.
30 letters.
Yes.
That's so cool. Thank you so much. That was really, really interesting. I honestly didn't know. You can see some more words and some beautiful, I guess, plants. What do you call this? I don't really know. These are basically different plants. So you've got tobacco here, pomegranate, olive, watermelon, basically vegetables, soybean, cotton, cauliflower, and yeah, all the different ones. They also have their names in Syrian, which by the way is kind of basically Arabic, and I can read it, but I just don't understand it, because Arabic and Persian, which is obviously the language of Iran, they use the same scripture, but there's different languages completely. All these artworks are absolutely beautiful. I love them, I really do. I love the styles, I love the themes of them. Obviously they're all from Syria, so it's just really interesting to see. Yeah, I mean, this is a modern one, 2021 by Noor Bahjat down there. But I don't know, I mean, art is an interesting thing, isn't it? Everybody feels something different when they see them. And for me, I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing here. Some beautiful scripture over here. I love it, so pretty. And then again over here they've got a wall of different scriptures and different artworks. Oh wow, so nice. Really, really pretty. I love how they've done them, and they're all on like different woods as well. Oh my God, look, that is so cool. So over there, I don't really know if you can see it. Hopefully I would have put a little red sign around the letter, but that is my name, Samar, or Samar as English people call it. That is literally my name and how you would write it in Persian or Arabic, or basically this scripture. That is awesome. This lady must be called Samar as well then. Got another stamp, this time for the Syria Pavilion. I have to say, the Syria Pavilion was actually one of my favorites. I didn't expect it to be, I just randomly went there because I enjoyed the exterior with the heart. I thought that was very inviting. And then it was very, very beautiful. Really loved it. There's the Turkmenistan Pavilion over here, which unfortunately, again, don't have the time to go to today, but it looks awesome. Not sure what the next pavilion is over there. Looks really nice and colourful though. It might just be like a dome. I don't know. We're going to go and check it out. Turns out that awesome looking colourful dome behind me that I saw is the Russia Pavilion, which again I've heard really cool things about. So even though there does seem to be a bit of queue in front of it, the whole environment, the whole exterior of this pavilion with the colours has intrigued me so much that I'm going to go in. So this is it. Let's join the queue also. I did mention it earlier, but the Turkmenistan pavilion from the exterior at least looks beautiful as well. I do wish I had the time, but there are so many other pavilions I still want to make sure I check out today. Well, that actually wasn't that long of a wait, and we are now inside the Russia pavilion. It's quite noisy in here. It's obviously like a little dome. And then over here, there's some information. Well, it says from Russia with love, and we have some different technological things from back in the days, like historical things that have, I guess, helped shape the world. This is a pretty big pavilion because I'm pretty sure you can actually go up the escalator and see some more. I'm not fully sure what's happening. I've already gone up one flight of escalators, but I'm on the second one and I can see some stars up. Oh wow. Okay, what an awesome looking pavilion we've got going on here in Russia, and I've just seen a sign over there that says the next show starts in 1 minute. I don't know what the show is, but I think we might as well go and check it out. Also, I really enjoy the floor here. This whole place is just awesome. It's just really, really nice. I have somehow ended up at an area that I did not expect to be seeing here, but it's very cool. Loads of kids are enjoying these half-headed animals. I think there's some information maybe about each of them. Yeah, there's some screens around the corner. Well, in the end I figured out what the show was meant to be. The show was actually like in the middle section, and you would have seen some of it hopefully. It was really, really cool. Also got my stamp as well. There you go, Russia, just underneath Syria. So I'm not here alone, and my travel party have decided that they actually do want to go to Turkmenistan, which, I mean, why not? Look, it's about 20 minutes past 5. We've still got until 10 p.m. and I think we're going to try our best to stay until the end, and I'm excited to be going in here as well. Look at these beautiful looking horses just outside. Oh, I've just noticed that's also a horse. And I'm loving the sounds of the water. Wow. Wow, I did not expect this. I absolutely adore their clothes here in Turkmenistan. They're so colourful again. And you can see a statue of a horse. Apparently Turkmenistan has one of the most famous and best breeds of horses in the world, so that's why obviously at the entrance as well there were loads of horses. As you can see here again, more horses, and even on the screen. I also really enjoy those hats, those traditional Turkmenistan hats. Turkmenistan is actually very close to Iran, and it's again one of those countries that I've never been to, but I've always wanted to go to. So who knows, maybe in the next few years I can go visit it. I think coming here has made me want to go like even more so. Also, I love their little souvenir shop here. You can buy some cute little horses, these little dolls, some of their instruments, flags. Again, I just love all these like outfits and colors. It's honestly so beautiful. Turkmenistan has some lovely looking food as well. That's a sweet thing. I've not tried it. And I believe these are savory stuff. This is meant to be a spinach pastry of some sort. So I'm looking forward to trying it. I'm going to try this now. It's literally just a nice warm pastry filled with spinach. It's lovely. That pie that I showed you earlier, by the way, has a lot of meat in it. It's called a fish pie, I want to say. And it was incredible. So tasty. Well, we just got our stamp as well for Turkmenistan. And even the stamp is basically a logo of a bunch of good-looking horses. We've just come out of the Turkmenistan pavilion and look how stunning the sky looks. I can't get over the colours here. Oh my god. Anyway, it's about 6 p.m, so another 4 hours to go. And the other pavilions I really want to try and catch on this today, on this trip, on this visit, are Japan, Switzerland, Austria for personal reasons. The UAE pavilion is meant to be really, really good, and also Germany I've heard good things about. And then obviously if we have more time we'll try and do more as well. We are now finally walking towards the main dome, which is looking pretty beautiful in the dark over here. We have just spotted the Mexico pavilion on our way to the dome, so we're going to check this one out as well.
Outside, you got a chance to see outside the pavilion. Is decorated. The whole outside. Yeah, it took 200 ladies 2 months from the state of Jalisco to knit. Wow. The material. What do you think is the material? Any guesses?
So, as you can see, there's mirrors here, as well as loads of other things, such as screens. Same thing on the other side. This is basically an immersive experience created by Mexican photographer Pepe Soto. So those are basically the mirrors that we just went through. All of those up there are handmade, and I love them. They're some of my favorite things about Mexico. I've never been to Mexico either. I honestly want to travel the world. There's so many countries I want to see, and Mexico has been on top of my list for a long, long time. So hopefully soon, hopefully next year. The shop is also beautiful. Like, there are so many things that I want to buy. I've tried to be really good, and I've actually not bought anything apart from the passport that I bought at the start of my journey here today. But I just love it. I love the artwork of Mexico. I love the culture of it, from what I know of it anyway. And honestly, I'm gonna say it now in this vlog, hopefully in 2023 I'm gonna visit Mexico. My mom is here with me though, and she just spotted this and she really loved it. I think it's beautiful as well. It's an angel, and so I'm actually gonna buy this for her. It's 100 dirhams. Look at these lovely friends at the end of the Mexico pavilion. Again, I absolutely love their outfits, and weirdly feel like I'm in the Mexican pavilion now in Epcot. Also got my Mexico stamp over here. I actually got it done twice. Some of the pavilions allow you to do your own stamps. Some of them have staff members do them, and this one had a staff member do it. And the first time around, I just thought it wasn't, I don't know, not strong enough. So I asked them if they could do it again. So I did it twice, but I quite like that because the fact that the Mexican pavilion is the only pavilion that I've got 2 stamps on in my passport hopefully means, that I'm gonna go, that I'm actually gonna go very, very soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm gonna take it as a good sign and remember that I've got 2 stamps of Mexico here, so it means that I really need to make it work somehow. I need to make Mexico happen soon. Well, we are finally heading into this dome. I'm not even sure what this is. All I know is that it looks incredible with all the colors right now because it's dark. Okay, so this place looks beautiful. I love what they've created here, just with the dome situation and the screens and the colors everywhere and the music. Again, not quite sure what's happening. Ooh, there are people waiting there, sitting, so I wonder if there's a show happening or something. Let's have a look. Maybe they're just sitting just for no reason, I don't know. But as you can see down there are just some people casually chilling there. Although I can't really see a stage, so maybe the people are just enjoying life, you know, just chilling, just because of the beauty of this place alone and not because of any particular performances. I have to be honest, it's about 7 p.m. and I am starting to feel a little bit cold. I didn't bring a jacket with me, which is probably a mistake. Obviously January time in Dubai, whilst it's not cold like standard cold typically, in the evenings it can get a bit cooler. And yeah, at the moment at 7 p.m. I feel like just a slight, you know, very, very thin jacket over my t-shirt would have been nice. Which definitely helped because I feel a bit warmer now, and I've now got a scarf as well. Also, how pretty is this? I'm loving it. Anyway, my next mission, Japan. There's an official store here, by the way. There's loads of merchandise areas everywhere, but I've just asked the security guy and they said that red light shining all the way down there is actually where the Japan pavilion is, so we're on our way there. Thank the Lord. By the way, in case you're wondering, Japan is in the sustainability district, which we haven't actually properly gone into yet, so that's also exciting. Looks like something big is going on in this building as well, because there's quite a lot of people waiting in line just outside of it, but I don't know what it is. Let me know in the comments if you know. Hello, this is me, my shadow at least. I just wanted to show you how calm and peaceful this area feels. It's my first time here. Like I said, this place is huge, so this whole section I haven't even like been in until now, and it's like 7:30 p.m. But it's lovely. And over there as well, we've got the Tajikistan Pavilion, which also looks quite cool. There's so many places to eat as well. It's again a little bit like Epcot, where there's loads of different stands and obviously restaurants as well, where you can just grab something to eat and try different kinds of foods from different countries. So I think this might be the Germany Pavilion, although it's called Campus Germany, so I'm not quite sure if it's the Germany Pavilion, or something else that is Germany. But I mean, the queue outside of it is very long. I have heard that the Germany Pavilion is meant to be really cool though, so maybe that's why it's got such a long queue. There are so many cool buildings and just amazingness everywhere. Even just a simple thing, this little roof with all the green leaves around it. And then I see a sign for the people mover again as well over here. I think it's probably just something that helps people that have mobility issues maybe. Also over here it says Happy Holidays, but I'm pretty sure, I asked a couple of people, I think the Japan Pavilion is very close now to us. The Happy Holidays sign is outside the Italy Pavilion, by the way, which is also meant to be pretty good. Again, I have no idea, this is my first time here, so I'm trying my best to fit in as much as possible without, you know, just doing too much and exhausting myself completely. I also like taking things in. So if you have been to the expo yet, let me know which pavilion was your favorite, because it's impossible to do all of them in one day. Like, it's literally impossible, and there are so many that I would love to do, but I am prioritizing Japan because we've got 2.5 hours until this place closes, and Japan is a must-do. Well, we have made it. The Japan Pavilion is just here, looking beautifully lit in this green color. Looks like we've got the India Pavilion right next door as well, so maybe if I have time after Japan, I might head over to India as well.
Hello everyone, welcome to Japan Pavilion. Today the reservation is already full. Thank you.
Well, bad news. As you would have heard just then, there's an announcement that literally happens every like 3 seconds that says, hello everyone, the Japan Pavilion is fully booked for today. Sorry, or something like that. Thank you. On the sign it did say that there might be cancellations. I didn't even realize you need to book it or reserve it. Again, completely new to this. I don't know if you necessarily have to. Maybe it's just because there are already people waiting in it. But I mean, what is the time? It's about 7:45 p.m. Like I said, this place is open until 10 p.m. It's a weekday. This just shows how popular it is. So if you are coming here and you have like a pavilion that you really want to go to, definitely prioritize it. I'm very lucky, like I've got more days that I can come. In fact, I probably will come back to the expo. It's on until the 31st of March. So let me know in the comments down below as well if you would like me to come back maybe next month or something and check out again and visit some more pavilions. But if it's your only one chance and you've only got one day here, definitely prioritize your pavilions, because you never know, even if the park or the area is still open, they might have just become fully booked by the end of the evening. I suppose this just means that we can hopefully try out India Pavilion, which is just here, and it looks really cool as well actually from the outside. I mean, I was more excited to go to Japan, not gonna lie, but that will happen another time hopefully. Let's go and check out India. Well, there it is. We are entering, hello! Yeah, entering the India Pavilion. Firstly, I just have to say, this place smells really good. I can't even explain you the smell, but it just smells amazing. There's a whole section over here about India's research with space, and you can see what they've kind of done over the years. There's even a little space game here, space trivia. Again, these are fun things for kids, I would say. Oh, look at that, so cute. Yeah. So easy. I mean, I'm probably going to fail even with easy, but we can try. Literally, I don't even know this answer. In which city of India is the headquarters of ISRO located? I genuinely don't know. I'm so bad. I feel really awful, but I'm just going to go with this. Did I accidentally get it right? This is a pretty cool looking pavilion though. I didn't realize that India had so much to do with space. Again, I'm so sorry. I'm probably sounding so ignorant, and I really should do better in terms of like my knowledge of the world. But there you go. Like, this whole section is basically space stuff, and then as we go here, oh my god, wow, I'm so glad I got to come in here actually. Look at these statues, and then what's going on over there. Rising sun reminds of new beginning. These are really cool, and I think actually I can smell the water here, this little waterfall. Obviously the smell that I smelled earlier over there was quite different, but I'm loving the sensory kind of feelings that you get here, not just visually, but even the smells in this pavilion. everywhere you go. There's a little section here on the herbs of India, and it says that you can scan photos that you see to find out more info about the different herbs. But there's some aloe vera here, I think some eucalyptus on the other side as well. This place is gorgeous, and the good news is there's another level, so let's go up the escalator. I enjoy how the next level of the pavilion is called Charismatic India. I'm curious now. So immerse yourself in the colors of India. This is cool. There you go, the flag of India, and then these huge screens everywhere again. I think there's going to be some like music and dancing going on as well. Oh, there's mountains. Oh, another country that I would absolutely love to go to, India. I feel like there's so much to do and see over there. Here they've got a model of the, or a miniature model of the Sun Temple, which looks like that. I feel like, see the water. I feel like India, again, correct me if I'm wrong because I've never been, but I feel like it's a country that has a lot to offer in terms of like, it's got nature, incredible food. I love Indian food. Incredible history and culture and temples and just their outfits. There's so much to do, and I love countries that have a lot of history. Personally, I prefer them to, weirdly enough, to where I am right now. Like, no offense Dubai, but Dubai is obviously a very modern city. It's a very new city as well, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but generally speaking I prefer going to places that have loads of history, like India. So maybe one day I'll get to go there as well. An incredibly beautifully rich country India is. Again, never been, but I really want to go. Again, let me know if you've ever been. I genuinely spent like 10 minutes just looking or watching the screens. There was so much going on, you know, just learning about the culture and seeing everything that they've got to offer there. And it was done very beautifully as well, the way they designed the screens, because of the mirrors as well. It felt very immersive. Like, it was beautiful, and I hope I managed to capture some of it for you as well. And there's actually one more level to go, so we're back on the escalator. So it looks like this top floor is about modern India mainly, technology, you know, transforming India. It says over here, I guess, progressive developments they've done over the years, as far as I can tell. And there are little headphones here as well, and then you can learn more about different developments over the years, growth and opportunities over there. I like what it says here, India for the world, with the philosophy of, can't pronounce that, which means the world is one family. India collaborates with nations across the globe. This is India's story on how it has worked towards a better world. So yeah, I guess this makes sense as well, because we are in the sustainability pavilion, and this shows some of India's work to make the world a better place, as they said. I'm not even joking, there's literally one more level still, and that one is called Emerging India. So I am loving this. Okay, I think this level is again about modern technology and the contributions that India has made to the world. I mean, there's a sign here that says India is the world's top global exporter of information and communication technology. There you go. Also, some mirrors up here as well. This area is quite empty actually, but I'm pretty sure this is the last one. We've come about 4 levels up. Got my India Pavilion stamp. There's also a little souvenir bazaar type thing here, which sells a lot of awesome, amazing, beautiful things, but we don't have time for that today, so let's go to our next. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next pavilion, maybe Italy. Just walked past Japan and it's still fully booked. I was going to potentially go to Italy because the Italy pavilion is meant to be really good. I mean, I'm sure all the pavilions are great, but I really want to make sure I get to Switzerland because I love Switzerland. It's my birth country, my hometown, is that the word? I was born in Geneva, Switzerland, so I really want to check that out. And I just asked staff member, they said it's about a 5-minute walk away, so we're going to go there. It's also in another area as well. I think that's in the Opportunity District. So we've already done like mobility, sustainability is the district we're in now, and then that will give me a chance to maybe check out a little bit of the Opportunity District as well. And now that I've decided that I'm definitely going to come back to do the Japan pavilion on another day, I can always go to Italy as well because that's right next to Japan. Also, the USA pavilion is in front of me, so shout out to all my lovely USA American subscribers. Oh wow, the Kazakhstan building pavilion looks awesome as well from the outside, and the music that they're playing as well I think there's live music going on. Sounds amazing. Definitely another one to check out another day. So it looks like Emirates Airlines has its own pavilion. Because this isn't the UAE pavilion, this is the Emirates, like a specific pavilion to Emirates, the airline. Sounds interesting. I mean, we are in the UAE, we are in Dubai, so it makes sense for them to have more than one pavilion. Also, have you ever flown with Emirates? Because it is a very, very good airline. Like, it's one of those airlines that always makes it into the top 5 worldwide best airlines in the world. So if you have, let me know what you think. I think it's a pretty good one. Oh God, another pavilion that I'm really interested to check out, State of Palestine. There does seem to be a bit of a queue for this one as well. So I think that's another one that we're gonna have to do another day. But oh, the sky looks pretty. Oh, you probably missed it, but yeah, there's some like light work going on in the sky as well. There's honestly so much to see, smell, hear, just a lot going on. There's like a huge party vibe going on right now. This time of evening, it's about 9 p.m. and there's like people walking around just dancing to this music. I think this might be, I want to say the Saudi Arabia pavilion, which is also one that I would like to check out at some point, but it's just that big screen with the music. Right, hopefully you can hear me, but we are now making our way towards the Opportunity District. There's the Opportunity Gate sign over here, and that's meant to be where the Switzerland pavilion is, which might be my last pavilion of the day. And here we are, Switzerland pavilion. I can already understand why so many people say that this is one of the best pavilions to visit here at the Expo, because look at the exterior of it with this huge mirror that reflects the Swiss flag from the carpet onto the actual building over there. That's really clever. Well, let's go in. Really cool like photo opportunity here, by the way. You can see so many people taking photos in front of the mirror building, because it just looks awesome. I feel like this would actually be even better in the daytime, maybe one of the few pavilions that might look maybe nicer when you've got the sun out, because the reflections might be a bit more, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm tired, let's go in. It's so strange because even though I don't consider myself Swiss, obviously I was born there, I spent the first 8-9 years of my life in Switzerland. That's where I made my very first childhood memories. So because of that, Switzerland just, it's in my heart always. And I don't know, I just had a moment again feeling a little bit emotional. You can kind of see me there. That is so cool. I'm just going to zoom on myself. That's me over there. Just right next to the Swiss flag cross. Hello! This is so cool! Finally about to head in. I had way too much fun outside the building. Of course, as soon as you enter, there's a Rolex clock and it says enjoy your time in the Swiss pavilion. So yeah, I'm gonna try my best to do so. Oh, wow, okay. This is a, oh, I did not expect this. This is a very misty scenario. It's quite cold. I can't really see very well. I can smell fruity type things though. I can see some mountains just very vaguely on the screens. You can kind of see them here as well. These aren't even screens on this side, they're mirrors. There's a screen on the other side, and then on this side it's reflected again. So Switzerland obviously has a lot of beautiful mountains, and I think that was the idea just then. We literally climbed the mountain, and that's why it feels so nice and misty here. I feel like this would be really nice on a very hot day as well if we come in the daytime. This is interesting. So as you can see, this is a ski boot, because a lot of people living in Switzerland ski because of the mountains. But I just read that, and it says because ski boots are made from many different types of materials, they are difficult to recycle. And then over here it says the Eastern Switzerland University of Applied Sciences developed a way to produce filaments for 3D printers made from 100% recycled ski boots. These are disassembled at the Argo workshop in Davos by people of determination.
It is a source of, each pillar is a source of innovation, and we have here good quality of life, we have research medicine side, we have good education, because 11% of the budget in Switzerland go to the education.
Right.
And we have democracy and political stability, good infrastructure, and all this thematic made one of the most innovative countries in the world.
Amazing.
And we are every year in the Global Innovative Index.
Awesome, thank you so much. So you end your Swiss pavilion journey in this beautiful chocolatier with loads of incredible smelling Swiss chocolates everywhere. There's boxes over there as well you can get. And as you can see, it's actually quite a popular place just to get some snacks, even if you're not necessarily going into the pavilion. That was really cute. I enjoyed the Swiss pavilion, and I think I'm going to officially declare it as my last pavilion of the day. I also did, of course, get the stamp for Switzerland. I decided to get it on the first page, just under Iran, because I don't know, I have this idea now that I want to get the 4 countries that I've lived in and that I kind of call home all on one page, on the first page, because it just makes sense, you know, cheesy, weird, cute things that I thought I would do. So Austria and the UK, we're going to have to do them another day, and hopefully I'll be able to get those on the first page as well. But yeah, wow, it's quite windy. I'm knackered. I've walked about 15,000 steps today, and I could have easily walked more, like, you know, if I'd done even more pavilions. I tried to take it slow. I did 15,000 steps, and that was me taking it slow. So just bear that in mind if you're coming here. If you really want to see as many pavilions as possible, you're probably going to end up walking even more than I did. But there you go. This is our journey for the night. There's China Pavilion over there as well, and there's a sign here that says the Opportunity Pavilion, Mission Possible. There's so many more things that we could have done and seen, which is why I am going to come back, like I said. So leave a comment down below, let me know if you would like another vlog for the next time that I come here. But that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Obviously a different style of video to my Disney ones, but I am going to be in Dubai quite a lot for the next few years or so. So if there's any particular place in Dubai or any exhibition, any theme park, anything that you would like me to try and cover and do whilst I'm in Dubai, or like I said, in the next few years as well, let me know. Before I end this video, really quickly, that was the dome that we were in earlier, but from this angle it looks a little bit like Epcot. Let me know if you agree with me. And then I'm not sure what this is, but again, from this angle it looks a tiny bit like Space Mountain, not in Disneyland Paris, but the one in Magic Kingdom. So again, me just comparing everything to Disney. I'm sorry, that must be so annoying for those of you who don't care about Disney, but I'm curious to see if you see the similarities as well. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Leave comments down below, let me know what your favorite pavilion was that you saw in this video, or if you've already been to the expo yourself, give me your recommendations, because like I said, even if I come back another day, it will still be impossible to see all the pavilions, so I'm still going to have to prioritize some. So let me know if there are any particularly good ones that I should make sure to visit on my next trip. And yeah, maybe follow me on Instagram as well if you would like to see some photos from this visit. Oh, that dome with the lights, Epcot if you like, looks so beautiful. I feel very grateful, honestly. It's been a wonderful day. The sky is just lovely, and actually, even though I was quite cold earlier, I think this helped, you know, the scarf, and I'm okay now. I'm absolutely fine. It's 9:30 p.m. This place should close in the next half an hour, and I should go to bed because it's been a long day. A good day, but a long one. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.